everyone, welcome to China Talk. China and Armenia have maintained close contact and deep friendship since ancient times. Armenia has played a very significant role in the functioning of the ancient Silk Road, and now it is a strong supporter and active participant of the Belt and Road Initiative. This year marks the 10th anniversary of the Belt and Road Initiative. So how does Armenia understand and comment on this initiative? In order to answer this question, China Talk has invited Armenian Ambassador to China, His Excellency, Mr. Sergei Manasarian, to our program. Good morning, Mr. Ambassador. It is really a pleasure for me to have this talk with you.
Thank you very much for your coming. You are our old partners, and I'm working with you with great pleasure. Thank you for coming again.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador. We know that Armenia has a profound relation with the Belt and Road Initiative. Armenia is located alongside the ancient Silk Road, and it is an active participant of the Belt and Road Initiative. This year marked the 10th anniversary of the BRI. So how would you understand and comment on this initiative?
Since ancient period, the ancient Armenian kingdom stay just on a great Silk Road. And since this period until today, we are working over this initiative, and Armenia was one of the first countries in our region who welcomed initiative of Chinese President Xi. On a different levels, we express our position over this initiative. For us, this is not just business program. For us, this is a multi-vectoral, unique program with different directions: social, humanitarian, cultural, scientific, and economical, of course. And it's very difficult to say which one is the first and which one is the second. All directions are very important. We are very far for considering this program as a pocket with money. This is a unique program with the main purpose for establishment a justified world, for create the possibility to all countries for development, for the shared future, This is our position. And of course, this year is very important because the Chinese side is going to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the declaration of Belt Road Initiative. And our congratulations to Chinese side with the very successful implementation and very good result during the last 10 years. And our participation to this initiative is a bright illumination of our very good relation. We are the countries with whom China signed free visa regime. This is also bright illumination of very close relation between two states.
And this initiative, we, both China and Armenia, have together done something. Can you share us some specific cases of these things that we've done together?
In previous question, I mentioned the different direction of this initiative, and I can fix my attention to our achievements in field of for example, humanitarian affairs, of educational affairs. During the last 10 years in Armenia, with the great support of the Chinese colleagues and friends, we're creating a very interesting close cycle of educational cycle focused on a Chinese study. For example, in Armenia, the Confucius Institute working successfully and working not only in the capital of Armenia and working in the regions, in the regional schools, etc. Besides that, again, with the great support of the Chinese colleagues, we constructed the Chinese school, friendship school, in which the Armenian pupils have a possibility to learn Chinese language and Chinese culture. We already have the main specialization in Armenian Linguistic University for the Chinese study, Chinese translation. So this is a closed cycle of educational, and today for Armenian society is not surprised if someone started to speak Chinese Armenian. The same situation we changed the situation in China also, because in Chinese Linguistic University you have already specialization for Armenian language and Armenian study, and you already have students who speak very well Armenian language. This is a real achievement, and this is a new bridges between two nations and two peoples. This is a very good examples of our achievements, and of course partly this is a result of our participation to the Belt Road Initiative.
So you have just mentioned the civilization. I think both China and Armenia are countries with long history and of great civilization. And you have just mentioned language. Mm-hmm. Yes, I know that you have Confucius School in Armenia, and also we have Armenian major, language major in Beijing Foreign Study University, so that students there have the chance to learn Armenian. Later on, that will establish a bridge between our two peoples to enhance our friendship.
You're right. We are in the permanent relation with the Chinese students, for example, as an embassy, and they are very often visited Armenia. They already have friends in Armenia, and they feel themselves in Armenia like in home.
So are there any changes when more and more Armenian students would like to maybe learn Chinese or Chinese culture? Are there any differences?
Yes. So before that we were very far from each other. I don't want to mention our geographical location. This is other question, but mentality, we now closer than, for example, 10 years ago. And this is very good. This creates new opportunities and possibilities for strengthening our relation in different fields, since business up to art and culture. The last example, just 2 weeks ago, we organized together with the entire museum a very interesting concert and introduced to the Chinese people Armenian classic music. But the main goal of this concert was show to the Chinese people that we as a nation, like Chinese people, holder of ancient civilization, have a lot of similarities. And we playing the Armenian music, Chinese ancient music instruments. It was fantastic one. It showed to all of us that we have a lot of similarities between us.
So we may come back to the Belt and Road Initiative. Since the very beginning of this initiative, some Western countries or Western medias have some doubts or have questioned, have criticized, and even demonized this initiative. But Armenia, from the very beginning, has actively responded and joined this initiative. So have you ever worried about the so-called debt trap?
No. Partly I already answered to this question. I am speaking about the first question. But of course, the process is not stopped till now, and some countries continue to demonize Belt Road Initiative. This position of some countries is we are not surprised for that, but I'm responsible to speak about position of my country. Why we welcome this initiative and became the part of this initiative? Because for us was obvious the main focus and main purpose of this program. The establishment of the justified world to support for the economical development, to support to stability, and from economical development and stability go to the peace and political stability. This is the main reason, that is why we are part of this program. And the problem of some countries who criticize this initiative, this is their problem. I even don't want to mention it. They criticized it 10 years ago and continue to criticize now. And what?
Nothing has changed.
No. And the progress go forward, and they continue to criticize.
So it's just to let them say something. So even with the criticism or something, more and more people join the BRI.
Yes, of course.
And not only for the physical benefits or physical convenience, but also for this kind of spirit that all countries can exist together in this world, even they are from different backgrounds with different civilizations, of different cultures, of different races.
You're right. Right. The main idea of the Belt Road Initiative from the first year to collect under one roof the countries who were the part of the ancient Silk Road. But look at today's pictures. A lot of countries who were very far from Silk Road now participated to this program. Look at the African continent. A lot of countries now the part of this initiative. And it's very difficult to say that they were the part of the ancient Silk Road.
Yes, that shows the attraction of
yes,
this
initiative.
Yes, of
course. The main purpose of this initiative is very attractive for all of us.
Yes. So you have just also mentioned, in today's world, there are so many crises and challenges like decoupling, the so-called de-risking or something like that. And China has put forward its proposals or its approaches, such as the Belt and Road Initiative we have mentioned, the Community with Shared Future for Mankind, and the Global Development Initiative, Global Security Initiative, as well as Global Civilization Initiative. Now, all these approaches from China, how do you view them? What has these approaches contributed to the current world?
Okay, if look at the political map, receive information from the hot points of the political maps or crises or challenges that staying in front of us. One of the main, of course, this is not the secret, the Russian-Ukrainian crisis. What countries involved to the conflicts? Mostly the countries who are not a member of the initiative. No, besides Russia, of course, now. I mentioned Russian-Ukrainian crisis. What countries trying to stop everything? I'm speaking about the conflicts. The countries who are member of this initiative, mostly, again. And why? The answer is very clear. Clear, simple. The main purpose of this initiative, to establish the justified world, to establish the peaceful sky, to establish the stability, economically, politically. This is the main purpose of this program. That is why I see the obvious progress in this program. That is why we are member of this initiative since the first time. That is why we continue to support it, and we will do support.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, and really hope that in the future there will be more cooperation between China and Armenia under the Belt and Road Initiative and also under other initiatives. And I also hope that the friendship will long last between our two peoples. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you, and hope and believe that we will do it.